Hey everyone, welcome to this week's sauna session. Obviously, we're not in the sauna today, we're just down in the dojo. And the reason I'm here today is because the sauna session was probably going to be a bit too long and going to be just, sweating too much and getting too hot in there to keep my thoughts where they need to be. So I thought I'd do the sauna session from the dojo today. But what I'm here to talk about is basically the training that was done last week in Sydney. The Seiwakai International Seminar and the JKF Gojukai International Seminar, both held in Sydney over a period of 4 days. And look, those events are always amazing to get to. I know it's hard for some of the local guys to get here, the local guys from here to get down there to do those seminars, but I highly encourage you in the future, if you know when they're on, you've got plenty of time, if you can, put a little bit of money away to get along to them, because what I find is in those 4 days of intense training where you're just in the dojo all day long, you're basically gathering information. Now, you're not necessarily going to master all of that stuff the day you do it or at the time you do it. In fact, you're definitely not going to do that. But what you're doing is you're filling up your mind and you're seeing with your own eyes what needs to happen by the guys teaching it. So your mind and your eyes are taking this information in and your brain is soaking it up, and then you can take it back to the dojo and train it for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and beyond. So essentially what you're doing is you're like filling up your gas tank with karate knowledge. So you're filling it up, you're getting all this great stuff, it's sitting there ready to be used, and all you got to do is each time you come to training is think about one of those aspects that you worked on and put it into action. And again, you might not get it straight away. It's going to take you a little bit of time, but you're going to go back the year after, or you're going to go to Japan, and you're going to refresh on it, and you're going to see and feel that you're at a different level than you were last time. So that is from a big perspective of why you should go to those events. The second reason is it really helps you get outside your own fishbowl, which is inside the dojo here. Like getting along to training each time, every week you train with the same people, and you spar with the same people, and you partner up with the same people, and you get used to how everybody is and you get comfortable. And I really think that training in martial arts is about getting outside your comfort zone and doing something different and challenging yourself. So you want to challenge yourself to go and partner up with someone that you don't know, that you've never seen punch or kick before. And then you don't know what to expect and what's coming at you. And that's really where the rubber meets the road when it comes to working on your techniques and improving your own karate. You're going to stand in front of instructors you've never met before, and they're going to give you some feedback. You're going to get all this new stuff. And what that leads to is extra motivation. It gives you more inspiration, more motivation. Coming to the dojo every week is awesome, and I can do my best to give you that. But you might get bored of me, right? So what you need is that injection here and there, even if it's once a year, go to a seminar and get that injection of motivation and really help you continue your journey and continue your learning. And then on a personal note, at the seminar, training for me was really good. Like a lot of the stuff that we did with Fujiwara Hanshi, our chief instructor of Seiwakai, he's amazing. Still in his mid-70s now, and he's still very, very good. Still very fast when he wants to be. He moves around pretty slow, but when he wants to be quick, he is extremely quick for a mid-70s man. And the way he teaches is beautiful. The repetition, the working on the basic things and the simple things, and just doing them over and over again is great. It's so, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find the word I'm looking for, but it's so reinforcing of everything that I'm already teaching you and that I'm already training myself, but having Hanshi go over it again and again is amazing. And he pushed us. He really pushed us that seminar. Probably the hardest he's pushed us. Even in Japan, we train hard and we work hard, and it's very hot, and that sort of is part of the reason it is difficult training in Japan, is because it's so hot. But the other day in Sydney was just literally just hard training, just going for it, and it was outstanding, very, very good. Pushed me mentally and physically, and that's why I do it. Moving up to the JKF Gojukai seminar, I mainly trained with Sato Sensei, who's the president of the JKF Gojukai, and a little bit of training with Takagawa Sensei, who's also there on the board, on the committee for the international team. But Sato Sensei currently trains the 2 world champions, Japanese champions, European champions, Ono Hikaru and Nishiyama Kakaru. Okay, they're both from Japan, and they're his students, and they are amazing. And the way he shows and explains to you how to move your body and get maximum power from it is just incredible. And to see it up close and in person, and not only that, but for me, I was fortunate enough to be able to do some one-on-one stuff with him and do some demonstrations with him, and to actually feel it makes a huge difference. And that's really why there isn't really a substitute for training in the dojo. Like the school program we've got going, and watching videos on YouTube and in the school community classroom, they're really, really good, but at some point you're going to have to get yourself to a dojo and get in front of an instructor who can visually see you and touch and feel, because that's where you're going to get the most feedback. So that's what I really got out of that. I was really grateful. And my local sensei here, Rod Kiyoshi, he asked me what I got out of the weekend, and that's what I said. Like, basically, like, forget about where to put your hand, where to put your foot. Does this hand finish here or that? Which people ask those questions, and I think, why are you asking those questions? They're irrelevant. Learn how to move your body first. And that was what was really something that stood out for me, is how Sato Sensei just explains how to move your body. It was incredible. So yeah, that's today, or this week's sauna session from the dojo. Next week we'll get back in the hot box and go from there. But look, I'd really love to see your feedback and your comments and your likes and everything on the posts on the school program. Really, the more we can get involved in that, the more that thing's going to grow. We're up to over 40 members now. So the more you say hi, the more people from around the world are going to say hi back and get involved. So do that, and I look forward to seeing you in the classroom and here in the dojo. All right, take care.